Hello and welcome to New Team Review. Today we're gonna take a look at the team around Krookodile. Krookodile, very interesting Pokemon as it's basically something you'd never really see. I made a video about this thing, I think, when it came out first, and then like never ever again because, I don't know. It has not a lot of play in the meta, like what I thought at least. And like first set I played with this team, I went 1-4. So yeah, it didn't really have a lot of play, I thought. And then I went 4-1, and then I went 3-2, and then I went 3-2. So I actually went positive with this team in general. Is it because of Krookodile? Most likely not. You see the other Pokemon to XL Pokemon. I mean, my Ninetales has really bad IVs for XL, but I was the only thing that I already had. I already had that powered up to level 40 anyway before. So I just powered this thing up. But here you saw my Krookodile actually putting in a lot of work. But yeah, after this 1-4 in the beginning, this team was really nice. Of course, not only because of Krookodile, but the Krookodile still did some work, okay? Don't underestimate my Krook. But yeah, it was actually fun to use again. It has a good moveset with Snarl, Crunch, Earthquake. I always think it has Iron Head. I don't know why I think that, but it doesn't. Surprise, surprise, it doesn't have Iron Head, but it has Outrage as a third move, which you could have. I think there's no reason for you to run Earthquake. Crunch hits Dragons neutral, Earthquake hits Dragons neutral, I don't know. I think the double step coverage is better than the Outrage in general. But it has definitely a good move pool, but it is really squishy. The typing is really iffy because then you think of what is in the meta right now. Scrafty kinda shred that thing. Then you have Alone Ninetales, which is really good against it because Charm and Powder Snow is really good against the Krookodile. Then you have Politoed, which kind of wrecks that thing. Then you have a ghost type like the Jellicent, and you only really win if they have Hex, Bubble Beam, and Shadow Ball as a moveset. Otherwise, it's also a bit difficult because Bubble does a lot of damage. Ice Beam does a lot of damage, so all that is kind of a problem. Yeah, here we have actually a Toxicroak against us, and if you can see that it is a Poison Jab Toxicroak. What the hell? That's crazy. I mean, he has another fighter in the back, so it doesn't make sense. So he has Poison Jab basically for flying types, for the fairy types in general. But we can realign our Ninetales here, which is nice. We don't have to shield anything here, as this gonna do nothing. You can get two moves, and we have a Weather Ball stored now. My opponent goes into the Toxicroak, which is okay. I can go for my charge move, which is okay. And we're mostly gonna swap out now exactly and see what he has in the back. It's a Swampert, and it is sad. I have my Shadow Swampert. Shadow Swampert is really cool, but always when I want to use Swampert, I think, why don't I just use Politoed, which is just Swampert and better. Of course, Swampert does a bit more damage, has Step on Earthquake, which is all really cool, but it has just half of the bulk of a Politoed. And Politoed just goes to town here, it just completely destroys my opponent now. There's really nothing my opponent can do here. I also wanted to go for an Earthquake here, but lagged a bit. He goes to the Dynamic Punch, which is of course kind of what you could expect really when he runs the Poison Jab already. But we're gonna be able to charm him down there, so good game there. Next time we have Ninetales against Empoleon, a really bad matchup. We have to go into our Krookodile, my opponent swaps out into Ninetales, a really bad matchup. Yeah, it doesn't really look too good. Right now we can go for an Earthquake at least against us Ninetales. He goes for a charge move, I have to let this go there. There's nothing really I can do here. I have to go into my own Ninetales, farm him down. Should have waited longer. If I could have. I think I could have waited longer. Now I have to go for a charge move here so I can swap out later on. And my opponent has a Sylveon in the bag. This is gonna be difficult, but not impossible. He gets two moves in there. How did he get two moves? I did one quick move. It is 2 turns. He did one quick move. That's 3 turns, and he gets this extra move in there as well. What the fuck? He also Psyshock, of course. Psyshock on Sylveon, really good. I didn't really want to showcase that because I think a lot of other people jumped on that train already, so maybe I'm gonna take a look at this next season or something, but it wasn't that interesting for me. Here he goes to Empoleon, goes for the Hydrocan immediately. I try to get to a move here, which I do. And yeah, I kind of misplayed the end here now. I didn't know how much energy he had. I thought I have to go for at least an Earthquake right now to build up to that, but he got to the energy before. I don't know if I could have outspec the Sylveon. I think it would have got to a Psyshock in time anyway, so I don't think it mattered really, but still kinda annoying. Next against us is a Swampert. We got the extra quick move in there, which is beautiful, which really helps us a lot in this matchup. I can let the I shield the first one and the second one go. I would get a shield here or get the switch advantage, and my opponent gives me a shield. And so I'm gonna shield here again and get the switch advantage as well, which is beautiful. I think I'm just going to go into Krookodile now. Yep, because it's a Stunfisk anyway. I get the extra quick move in again, which is really important. As my opponent stays in here for a bit, I go for the Earthquake, because like there's no real reason for me to bait. He actually shields. He goes into Gallade. Gallade's quick move is double resisted, so we would be able to farm all the way down. We go for the Earthquake and nearly KO him. And at this point of time, like, oh, what does he want to do? We have a Politoed fully in the back. We have like already nearly 2 moves on our Ninetales. We can actually get to 2 moves here. There's nothing. There's literally nothing you can do. I need four quick moves to get to a Weather Ball on my Politoed. That's 8 turns. You cannot get to like 2 Earthquakes and 1 Rock Slide in 8 turns. I'm sorry, but this game is over. But really good work there from Krookodile against his backline. Like, there was literally nothing he can do there. One big problem with his team is HQ Venusaur. I think I faced it a lot. I don't know if there's something in here, because I did like 25 battles. I take like 12 to 13 battles, I think, in every video. So, of course, they're like half of them are missing. So I don't know if I faced Venusaur here. Usually I don't look through the battles, I just pick some. Here we can get rid of this Talonflame. Talonflame is actually okay to deal with this team, because we have like the Politoed in the back there. And here my opponent just stays in with this Obstagoon. Oh, I think this is this game. I think I remember this game. Yeah, he has Clefable here, which is super difficult because I didn't get to the Weather Ball there. And now we're in a bad spot because still has the Obstagoon. We go for the Weather Ball here. I think we get the extra move in here, which is huge, because now we're gonna KO each other at the same time. Yep, I think he shielded this. I think we're still gonna KO each other at the same time because I saw 1 HP, exactly. And now we have the Krookodile against us. Like, my game lagged there. I thought maybe he just went for the wrong move, but he didn't. And he has so much energy already. I'm not gonna be able to get to Earthquake in time, so I have to hope that this Crunch can KO that we are attack rated, but it doesn't. It just barely doesn't. You're gonna get to another move here. It's gonna be a good game. Really annoying. Next opponent, I think that was a super interesting game here against this opponent. Yeah, we lose lead hard. My opponent goes into a Venusaur. Okay, actually we have a Venusaur matchup here. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, and my opponent does not shield. And if my opponent doesn't shield the Earthquake, we always win the 2 shield. There's nothing he can do here. I can go for another Crunch. If he shields, it's fine. I can farm down. That's the cool thing about the Venusaur matchup here. Even though like the whole team loses against it, we can win with Krookodile against Venusaur if the Earthquake lands. And now we're in a decent spot because my opponent just goes into Kingdra. I can go for a Crunch. Now we can align our Pokemon correctly. I know what he has in the back now. So I can go into my Pokemon and swap out. And I swapped out before my opponent. And that was like so crazy, because like if he didn't swap out there through the game right now, like I swapped out before I even saw him, like opponent swapping out, and he swapped out I think like 2 turns after me, because he was like confused why I swapped out there. And this kind of won me the game, but it was like so crazy. It's also someone who watches my videos, by the way. He commented below a post I did or something after this game. Good game there. And yeah, I don't know. I had no idea. I was like so scared that he didn't swap out there. Like, I don't know why he didn't swap out immediately, because he could have expected Charmander to come in back. But yeah, we have another Venusaur here. We can go for the Earthquake. What's gonna happen? He does not shield. I can farm down. Thanks, Venusaur. I can actually get to the next move immediately. I don't know if I then shield here still. Okay, I do shield because I know I can farm down. Yeah, okay, that's smart, because I need to realign anyway. I have to get my Politoed against the Stunfisk. So double shielding here and getting rid of this Venusaur is definitely worth it. And we're gonna see he goes into Stunfisk. I can go for the Earthquake, which is even better. This is gonna, yeah, it would KO him and he shields. Just fine. I go into my Politoed, I can realign. This is looking pretty decent. I can survive 2 Earthquakes. My opponent goes into Machamp, and now it's not looking too decent, because Machamp wins this matchup in the 0 shields, but I can farm all the way down. We have some lag against us, of course. Can we get to, like, does 2 weather balls like KO me? I don't know. He might get to the Earthquake and this would KO us. The weather ball wouldn't have KO'd and his Earthquake KO, so that's kind of sad. Good game there though, but yeah. That was a close game. I mean, we lost lead there, but it's fine. Here we win lead hard, and he goes into Bomber Snow, and our only Bomber Snow ends out also our lead, so we have to stay in here. Against the Bomber Snow, I think most of the time I just shield both weather energy balls and just like secure that I win this matchup, because neither Snarl or Mudshot does a lot of damage against this thing, so we cannot farm down afterwards. And I can keep my Ninetales here for the what's it called? For the Dragon Knight. And here my opponent actually makes a mistake, I think. Here I can go for the Crunch, which is nice, and when Steam Peels the Swampert. But I don't think this KOs us. Yeah, it doesn't KO us, and he goes into the Dragon Knight. I mean, like, what were you thinking there? Yeah, I can just align my Ninetales against you now and farm you down and have all the energy in the world. I'm gonna be able to go for 2 Weather Balls, and I gonna be able to KO the Swampert as well now. I think one doesn't KO, but I think the second does. Oh no, okay. We have to farm down here, but it's fine. We have our Politoed. Like, he can KO us here. I think we would just spot shot him down, yeah. Good game there. Nothing really he can do there. We won lead there for one of the first times, actually. Ninetales against Ninetales, but my opponent always runs Powder Snow. That's why I run Charm mostly, because I have to have something that can deal with Ninetales as well. Yeah, I just cheered the first one because it doesn't deal nearly 100% of the time. And my opponent has a Bubble Jellicent, and a Bubble Jellicent is always problematic because you see how much damage this thing does already. And he goes for the Bubble Beam, and yeah, I could go for another Crunch. If he goes like, if he shield this as well, yeah, I'm just gonna let this go. There's literally no reason for me to not let this go, as I'm not gonna be able to win this matchup anyway. I go in the Politoed. I don't even know why I did this. Doesn't really make sense. He goes to the Ninetales. I'm fine with that. I can go for double Weather Ball here, and I should be fine. I'm totally fine with that. I don't know where you go into the Ninetales, because now I can align my Pokemon perfectly. What are you going into right now? Get Vengeful, okay, and I can go into my Lowland Ninetales here, which is beautiful, and I get the extra move in. I just gonna no-shield this because I expected the lunge. I think that was his only play anyway. Hope that I shield there the lunge and he has like the attack debuff against me. But no, there's nothing he can do. It's a bubble version of Jellicent. I have Politoed in the back. I can go for the Earthquake and this thing gonna be dead. No matter what you do, you're always gonna lose this matchup. Like, nothing you can do here. Good game. Next up, we're gonna have Ninetales against Obstagoon, really good for us. Goes into Venusaur, really bad for us. Got some charm damage in there before. I think here I'm just gonna go for the Crunches. Do I? Yeah, I build up to 2 Crunch. And he shields. I have to shield now as well. I'm gonna go for another Crunch. I don't think I'm gonna get to the next Crunch. He should be able to get there before me. And he has a shield advantage now. But maybe I can farm down with my Ninetales in time. No. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, that's good. My opponent goes into Talonflame again. Here, I guess into Talonflame. He has an Obstagoon in the back. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. There is nothing we can do here, I think, because you just didn't have the alignment after the Venusaur swap in. It's kind of annoying. If a Venusaur swaps into our Krookodile when it swaps, like when it's in there, like it's fine because we can go for the Earthquake and then farm down. But if they swap in before me and have an energy lead, it's really difficult. Like, there's really nothing we can do there. Here I'm gonna swap out. My opponent swaps out. I couldn't go for the Weather Ball, but I don't think there's anything I can do here. He goes for a charge move. He's gonna be able, I think, to. He doesn't even KO me, and he's gonna farm me down. I'm just gonna surrender there. There was nothing he can do. Nothing I can do there at all. Good game though. Next opponent, we have Swampert against us. We can basically farm him. I think we could have farmed him down in general, but we can just go for 1 shield, and now that I should have thrown earlier. It was CMP tie, okay. But it's fine, we're gonna win this lead then. He goes into Talonflame, I'm just gonna go into my Krookodile, and I think I'm gonna let this go anyway. It's a Brave Bird, it does KO me, but I'm fine because I can wait out the clock now. Can align my Politoed, my opponent goes into Mandibuzz. Ooh, it's gonna be tricky then. Oh, I think I remember this game. This game was really tricky. I'm gonna come down to the wire. because this thing is like so bulky. If I had Blizzard here, it would be fine. I'm gonna be able to catch the move here, which is beautiful, but I have to keep my shield anyway now, so I can go for one Weather Ball, which is nice. But I have to keep my shield on my 9 tails. And he'll go for another move there. Because if I shield there, he'd just go into the point, into the Talon Flame and farms me down. I have lag here against me, sadly. Which basically might even cost me the game. I don't know. I think I lost some energy there because of the lag. And we farm over a bit. We have a lot of energy stored. My opponent still has a shield. And it's just gonna be a spam now of charge moves and see who can win this game. But yeah, that's gonna be for this video. I actually enjoyed this team because like I went positive with this team. Krookodile is definitely not a Pokemon that you want to invest in if you are not memeing like me. But other than that, like this team was a lot of fun. My opponent gonna win this game by 1 turn. If I had like one more move there, I would have been fine. But this is gonna be for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and see you in the next